Bear with me, guys. I'm just starting this up. Hold on.
Season's greetings. I'm celebrating with my homemade eggnog because Simply Safe Home Security is having a huge sale.
Okay. How's everybody doing today? What's up? Yeah, this is gonna be good. Yeah, for sure. Anyways, like this up, like up this stream. Like up the stream. We're gonna be having we're gonna have Demarcus on from NAA Worldwide, the channel that Joy Sparkles was just working at. He's about to come on and speak on that. Hold on, I'm gonna send him a link to come on though. What's up, Puffin? How you doing? So we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna send him a link. But anyways, check out the Reddit, guys. Look, I brought the text to speech up because I want to make sure that if people have questions and stuff like that, like it doesn't like cloud the chat. So like it's a little bit higher today, like $4.05. So if you guys donate, feel free. It's a little higher because so it's not like a lot. And I turned off like it won't notify like $2 when you donate. But if you guys want to donate, feel free. I'd appreciate it. If you guys want to help out the channel, there's a couple of different tiers. If you want to hit the join button, there's a bronze tier for $2 a month, silver $8 a month, and gold at $15 a month. And you get these loyalty badges next to your names, these little crowns, and you have these custom emojis that we made. But check it out if you want to help out the channel. And hold on, let me just send out this link and let's get to it. This is going to be interesting because we did a stream the other week where we talked to Joy about you know, her situation over there. You know, with NA Worldwide, and we did a whole interview on it, and so Puffin was on as well. And oh yeah, sorry, this stream is sponsored by Rogue as well. Use code RealStream for 10% off. Check it out. Rogue's in the description. Wow, let me just send this over to him. Make sure I got my Hangouts link open. Annoying. There. There. Okay. Send the link right now. Yeah, they like NA Worldwide. They said they saw the interview and they just wanted to say their piece. So I mean, that's fine. I'm just curious on like how it's gonna go, but we'll see. We'll see what they have to say. You know, because we heard Joy's side of it and everything like that. Which I think she has a new channel. It's called Katie's Insight. If you guys didn't know, hold on. Send me the link. But yeah, he said he wanted to say his piece and talk about the channel and his website and everything like that. I guess he's a general manager. So we'll see how this goes. And at some point, I'm going to be taking questions from you guys too. So I just want to let you guys know that. So heads up. If you think I have any questions or if you want to ask any questions, think about it and let me know. Okay. All right, I just shot them over the link. And we'll see what's up. Okay. What's up, my boy? Sounded pretty bad from what she said. Yeah, from what Joy said, she said it seemed pretty bad. I mean, I guess we'll see what they have to say about it. I mean, from what I can say, like me looking into this, from what I didn't like about it, like this is a channel right here, NAA Worldwide. They don't have any content right now. I think they deleted everything at the moment. But hold on, where is it? Let me see what I want to show. All right, they have a website, right? This is their website, right? And they had this page up before about Joy, and it's deleted now. It was 404, you know what I mean? But what it had on it before was like it had a bunch of, it had this big statement about, you know, Joy, putting your full name and everything like that. Which I kind of thought was kind of sketch. You know, it says her full name and last name over and over again. Yeah. And then this was the if you guys don't know what doxing is, let me just say that it's people who typically just let out information that they shouldn't. So that's what I mean. Like, people are accusing us of doxing. Right here it says Joy's full name, aliases, and then some wire transfers. You know what I mean? Like, this was on the site. It's no longer there anymore, but that doesn't sound good. Like, I mean, hopefully we can get to the bottom of this and ask them about it, and, you know, and we can know what happened. You say, remember Rev, Jason, Channy, they're all having full-blown tantrums again? Oh, yeah? I'll check it out. Thanks, appreciate it. We'll check it out. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking by putting that stuff out there like that. I mean, like putting out the bank statements is not exactly a great thing, and I mean that's part of the stuff we're going to talk about on this. So, I mean, I guess we'll find out. We'll find out what they have to say about it, you know? I think they said they wanted to do a giveaway too, but I'm okay with not doing a giveaway on this stream. It's all good. Like, they wanted to do a giveaway on this stream. I'm okay with that. We don't have to do any giveaways. I don't know if that's a great idea for somebody who's like we're doing an interview with, you know what I mean, to do it. I don't know. It's all right though. I think it should be interesting. Did you guys watch the last one with it? Like, I don't know if you guys know, NA Worldwide does a lot of like financial stuff and everything like that too. So I mean, I can see why a lot of people who aren't involved in the drama community might not know what's going on. Yeah, we can do another giveaway another time. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to invite them straight up. Just give me a second. Oh wait, can you hear me? Oh, you here? All right. Okay.
Hey, I'm here.
All right. Great. Okay. So wait. So who am I speaking with? Is this
My
DeMar?
name is Eduardo. I'm the operations manager for NAA Worldwide.
Okay. How you doing? So
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too. So I gotta ask you, how long you been over at NA Worldwide? I'm sorry, NAA Worldwide.
For about a year and a half.
Okay, so you know about Katie then. So did you work with them like together,
Not
or?
directly, but I was I didn't work with them directly, but I did kind of have most of the breakdown and idea of what was going on, what was going on within the company.
Okay.
So I have details about everything.
Okay, so yeah, so I don't know if you know, but me and Katie, we are kind of friendly. I've done stuff with her since like way back, but so did you guys know about like any of the type of drama stuff that she did before she was like involved with the with NAA Worldwide, or no?
Okay, so here's the thing. About that, our CEO likes to think of himself as a bit of old school. The type that when someone tells him to do that they can do something, that something is within their ability, he's going to believe that. You know, he's going to take them to their word. When he interviewed Katie, I'm sure, of course, you know, she brought up the ideas and all these issues that she had with YouTube before. But as you might know, I mean, you're a YouTuber. It's pretty hard to come by good talent. So what we did, you know, we decided, you know what, let's leave the past behind. No one should be held, you know, for their past actions.
Okay.
So we decided to give her a chance. But let's be honest, good talent is hard to find.
Yeah.
So we gave her absolutely everything that she needed to make the channel thrive, including a $2,500 laptop that we shipped to her overnight. So we were very excited to have her on board in spite of everything that was going on, you know.
Yeah. So
Um,
so how long did you guys like? How long was she working there? Like, cause she left recently. Just like, was it 4 months ago or?
yeah, she left towards the ends of August, and it wasn't exactly her leaving so much as her getting terminated.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you know, throughout the course of her um, of the way that she handled and managed the channel. Unfortunately, it was something that like I said, we gave her a chance to do it, but unfortunately, she started fumbling it. The channel started getting copyright strikes, and it got suspended. Like there was even a time where they suspended the account because of some sort of fraudulent move that was made. From changing company information onto her personal information. So the channel did receive a strike for that. And at that point, that was when she decided, I can't have my personal information taking this L. So I'm just going to remove the company information, which, like in the files that I sent you.
Yeah. Sorry. Because is there any way you can take off your mask? You can't really hear you as well because of the, the mask and everything. I know you're.
Okay.
I know you're at work, but.
Yeah, I'll speak louder. It's just because in the office we're required to, have masks on. We don't want to get anyone sick, so we are trying to be safe. Can you hear me a little better?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you better now. Thank you.
All right, perfect. So, where were we?
All right. So, you were talking about like kind of when she left, right? Like how come she left? Like, cause she told me that the channel, like the AdSense was in her name. That's something I want to ask. So was that channel, like, was it in her name, the ad revenue, or was it in the NAA Worldwide's name?
So here's the thing. Per the contract, we had it that she was to be 40% owner of the channel, and NAA would be 60%. So we had the primary hold on the account. So that's why on the contract it states that we were to that it was to have both information, both Katie's and ours. So it was something that stated in the contract that she then decided to violate the terms and conditions, which ultimately led to her termination.
Okay.
That's one thing that I do need to clarify with the general public. Kate Smith was not. She didn't quit. She didn't leave. There was no. It wasn't like that. No, she was terminated.
Okay, so she was terminated and everything like that, right? What exactly happened though? So I don't get it. So she had the channel though, and she was terminated. How come you guys didn't take control of the channel at first? I don't. How did that happen?
She was seeming to take it. Think about it. Back in the files that I sent you, you can see that in August she tried removing company information from the YouTube channel, and you can see it.
Okay.
And then what she did was when YouTube finally saw that there was something going on, she removed the company's information. She removed her information and just left the company. So
Okay.
the company's information is the one that's seen. The company's YouTube channel is the one that received all these violations of terms and conditions. All these different strikes, suspensions. Like the account that she had was even sent to collection. So like she was doing some sort of shady stuff behind the scenes, and that caused the channel to get strikes.
Okay. So she was getting strikes from different creators. Is that what you're saying?
Strikes from YouTube themselves.
Okay.
And it was because it started off, she was giving out false information. And that's stuff that YouTube does not take kindly. I'm pretty sure you know this.
Yeah. So what exactly, like, what was the last straw though that made you guys say like you wanted her to leave though? Because I as far like from what I saw, just like when I saw the channel, it was mainly her. I mean, I know you guys have B News and you guys have different people on there now, but from when I saw it back then, it was mainly just Joy. So. I mean, like, what exactly like made you guys be like, all right, we need to get rid of her? Like, this is too much.
The last straw was when she sent us in the text message file that I sent you. You can see that she's with her co-conspirator. She's kind of scheming as to how she's going to take over the channel.
Okay.
And she was moving so fast throughout all this time that she didn't realize that she was texting the CEO of the company information that she was supposed to be only texting her co-conspirator, the person who helped her take over the channel.
Okay, so I was gonna show that, but it was like I didn't have enough time to censor that. But let me ask you though, who made the decision to put out her information on the website? Because I got to be honest, that was a bad idea.
Yeah, no, we understand that, but think about it. We're a company that, of course, needs to move forward. We have 300,000 members that we represent. We have 95 million gig workers that we need to represent. But ultimately, the one who gave the final decision is, of course, the CEO.
Okay.
He realized that all these violations of terms and conditions, these strikes, these are not things that a business profile should be held, should have on their record.
Yeah.
So that's when we decided, you know what, this is too much. Now she's scheming to take over the channel. Like, you've seen the amounts of money that the channel has brought in.
No, yeah. Look, I saw how much the channel was bringing in. Like some months, like 70,000. I understand a lot of money, right? A lot of money. So I get that. My point is though, like why leave like all that information up though? Like why put it all out there into the world if you guys have so many people following you? That's pretty dangerous. That's pretty dangerous, no?
Yeah, understood. I do understand that, but think about it. If someone were to take over your channel right now, literally,
Yeah.
if someone were to take over your channel, you would do anything possible. Think about it. That's your revenue right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, but you gotta do this stuff like legally. I'm pretty sure like putting out like what was it? Was wiretaps? Was that? I'm sorry. Let me see what it was. It was bank statements, right?
The ID, the wiretaps, all that stuff.
Yeah, the wire transfers. Yeah, I mean that. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So the CEO seems, he feels better fit to answer that question. But as far as the information that was released, we are sorry that it was released, but unfortunately, it was part of a package of a file that was just all together.
Okay.
So it was like we didn't intend for it to get out there, but it was just something that was part of the file. So.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, I think some people are like looking at it as in like I don't know, like they're like, why would a company that do that? I mean, like just think about it this way: would you be all right with a company if they did that to you? Are you not? Would you be worried? Are you worried now? I mean, you work there. Like
yeah, no. Personally, I'm not worried because I would never go and do something like take away a primary revenue source from a company.
Okay. Okay. Like I understand that, but like you got to go about this stuff like like different ways. I mean, why didn't you guys just go straight to YouTube first?
Like, you gotta go about this stuff like.
Eventually, YouTube did catch it, but I mean, we had to do what we had to do to protect our company's image. I mean, think about it. We have 300,000 people that we represent.
Okay.
If we were allowed ourselves to be pushed over by someone who stole from us, like, what would that make us look like?
Okay, so what's happening currently right now with like court and everything like that? Is that done or is that still going? What's going on?
No, there's still a lot of stuff going.
So wait, I'm sorry. Is this your boss right here, the one who's on the other line, or?
That's correct.
Sorry, I couldn't hear him. It's been echoing. But does he have one on in the background possibly? You might have the stream on in the background.
Okay, so how you doing, sir?
How you doing?
This is Michael Anderson.
How you doing?
I'm actually in a meeting right now, but I came out to get into this conversation. Let me back up one thing that you asked question about. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the main things seems like you're concerned about is why we put her personal information out there. All right.
Yeah. Because I was just asking because like that was the thing. Like I remember like it said like Katie and then put like the last name, middle name, and everything like that, and then it had the wire transfer copies. I mean that to me it was concerning.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to bring your concern down. Okay.
Okay.
So with Miss Smith, when she went up and made that video, defacing the company and stating that she quit and was not terminated, and that she has not got paid. Okay, so first of all, let me apologize to my staff for putting up her identity, but I'm not apologizing for putting up a copy of the cashier's check because I had just sent her that check a day before she did that.
Okay. So let's
so
let's.
let me,
Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
okay, let me finish. So what I wanted to put up there was a copy of the cashier's check and my termination letter for her. Unfortunately, my staff put up the other information and I terminated that staff member. But I still don't regret it because Ms. Smith has done so much damage to this company that it's unbearable. Now, let me kind of back up a few things that you guys talked about. Alex, I was in a meeting, but I was listening at it.
Sure.
One of the questions that you asked about is, I think it was, she was the face of the company, right? That's what you said.
From my standpoint, like when I first saw NAA Worldwide, I saw Katie, and that's the only person I saw on the channel.
Okay. If you look at CNN, you don't see the CEO of CNN on it. You see the staff.
Yeah, true.
Correct?
True.
Okay. So the other thing is, unfortunately, I'm a person. I own the company. I have a couple of partners, but I own the company. I'm the president and CEO.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I come from the old school where I take a person at face value. I didn't check Ms. Smith out. If I did, she would have never ever worked with this company at all. Never.
Okay.
Not with the past she.
So what exactly about her past really put you off, though?
Well, first of all, she's radical. She's disrespectful. She lies, and I seen a video that she was very racist.
Okay.
This was later. That that don't really set good with the corporation of our size. So unfortunately, we made a mistake. We tried to get out of it. Now you asked another question: is when did it come to the point that we wanted her to leave? Correct?
Yeah.
So let me kind of clarify that, okay? Ms. Smith, the only way that she could get into the YouTube channel was to send me a third-party verification every time she logged in, okay? So I usually go in there to check things out to see what's going on. So on the 28th of August, she said, I'm having a problem logging in. I said, like, well, listen, Katie, you go in there every day, so how do you have a problem? She said, well, maybe someone hacked it. I got 9 texts from Google while she was changing all the passcodes, the emails, the phone number, everything. I didn't know that because I'm old school. I don't know much about YouTube. I just run a very successful business. So come later on, find out when I talked to her later that day, I said, Katie, I can't log in. She said, well, I don't know. Somebody must have hacked it. I'm like, okay. I said, well, we need to get this taken care of by tomorrow sometime. She said, well, what do you mean? You're telling me that I did something wrong? I said, no. I said, we just need to get the channel, get back into the channel,
Yeah.
And so at that point, that's when it all changed. So she went from being a nice person.
So wait a minute. So when she took over the channel, that's when you had enough? I thought you said you got rid of her. I don't understand. Or I thought you said you wanted to get rid of her.
No, I said when she took over the channel, that's when I made a decision and she lied. I made a decision that she wasn't the right person for it, but I was willing to work with her as long as we got the channel taken care of. Get back.
Okay, so you wanted the channel back, and you figured you could straighten it out. Okay, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm a straightforward person. This channel is only 10% of my business.
Okay.
Only a small amount of my business, very small amount.
Okay.
Even though I'm $80,000 in the whole of legal fees right now, it's just a small amount. But I have an integrity and I have a brand to protect.
Okay.
Right? So let's keep going. So after that happened, she then started to do things, and then she cut that video, said that I quit, I didn't get paid. I had just sent her $20,000 that day, a day before. I sent her X amount of dollars before that. So it's not that she didn't get any money. She made a lot of money, and plus she kept at the end, and I won't get into this part, but she kept a ton of money that she was ordered to give us the money. She kept a ton of it, and that's all in litigation. But let me tell you, I'm again from the old school. I let the system work. I've seen so many people like Katie do what she do, and at the end of the road, it's bad for her because you cannot do what she's been doing over the years and it not catch up with you. It just don't happen.
Okay. But like, I gotta say, like, I know you don't like, you were saying like, oh, if we knew about some things back in the day that she said or whatever, you wouldn't have hired her, right? But if you really think about it, though, do you think your channel would have made it as far as it did without her?
Hey, that's a good question. That's a good question. The channel got 104,000 views. Okay.
Mhm.
Katie went on and said, "I'm leaving. I'm quitting. Go to my new channel." Okay. You would think that 50,000 people would follow her. You know how many followed her?
Yeah,
2,000.
yeah. I saw. I get what you're saying. So do you?
So
Are you
let me finish. We
go
can
ahead.
dance together. We can talk together. So they wasn't there for Katie. We helped thousands. When this came about, when the channel took off, it took off only one reason, because the stimulus package, the EIDL, we helped small business owners get $195 million in loans.
Okay.
We have about 26,000 reconsideration cases going right now.
That's actually a good thing. Can you help explain to me what NAA Worldwide is, like, the company, to the audience? Like, explain what exactly the company is.
So NAA Worldwide is an association that was formed in 2015. It was formed to help rideshare drivers get the protection they needed in legal. This is where we started it, to get the legal and get the rideshare driver insurance. So we went with Transamerica, and we got a robust insurance plan for about $300 million insurance plan for rideshare drivers. So we started there, and we picked up about 60,000 drivers, which represent rideshare drivers. So what we did is we represent them if the app got blocked, we would go in and take care of that. If they needed insurance, they could get the insurance. We had a really good accident insurance program, so if they got sick, they would get the same money as though they was working for a regular company. So that's what. So if you think about NAA Worldwide, think about AAA. We have 100,000 providers that provide discounts to our. And you should go to our website and click on become members benefits. We got over 100,000 providers that offer discounts and services to our members.
Okay.
We are a very large operation, very large. Our revenue is very strong. So that's, and so then we decided, when the pandemic came, I called Katie and said, "Hey, let's start talking about helping people with the loans." That's when this channel took off. I could have got Joe Blow to do the same thing Katie did, and the channel would have taken off. That's correct. Because it was a need.
Joy's in the chat saying, "This is funny. I'm enjoying this."
Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. Because there was a need. There was a need, and people was looking out for the need. All right.
Okay.
So that's why it was there. It had nothing to do with. If that was the case, sir, then they would have followed Katie to her next channel. That if Katie was the star power, they would have followed her to her next channel.
I mean, but like, all right. So you got to admit though, she did. All right. She did do something for that channel to make it where it was, right?
She was an employee, and she did her job. She did exactly her job.
Okay.
She did her job.
Okay.
It's like everyone else around it. They do their job.
But why did this turn so, like, public and go to the website? Like, why did it go in that direction?
Well, sir, Katie just as well as I do. Her position in life is to get as much attention as possible. I've looked at 1 million videos since that, and everyone said the same thing: tension, more tension, more tension. All right, it shouldn't have went to that point, because if she would have just called me that morning and said, "We got it straightened out, everything is straightened back out," instead of taking over the channel, she took over the channel. If you look at the email, she was talking to this person, and she said, "Well, I need to make myself a member for 7 days, and then I can become an owner." And he was telling her how to do it, and she didn't know that she was texting me.
Now, was she like? I heard she was an owner. Was she, or was she an owner or no?
No, she was not. She was an equity partner, not an owner.
Okay, so she was an equity partner. Okay.
That's correct. Yeah,
all
that's
right.
correct.
So, and so what you were saying though too is that you never gave her full access of the channel until she took it herself.
Well, the way she got full access, sir, is that she coerced me through sending me a random text through Google to get the passcode. The only way she could get in is I had to give her the passcode.
Okay.
So she told me that she couldn't get in, so I kept getting these passcodes. She said, "I need this and I need this." But at the same time, she was telling the person she was texting, "Oh, I need to text them again. I need to get another one." So, but she did her job. She did her job. I don't knock that. But you cannot go over and take people's property and use it for your own alter ego. You can't do that.
Okay. Do you remember Puffin? I think she worked with you guys at one point, right?
I don't know a Puffin. No, I don't. Who is Puffin?
You don't remember her? No.
I don't know anybody named a Puffin. No, I don't.
No. I think she worked with Katie at one point. Would you be okay if she came on and asked you a couple questions?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. Let me toss her a link. Hold on. So just continue though. So what exactly happened again? Like, so you kept giving her the password, right? And then that's where things kind of spiraled out of control, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. And now what happened then? It went you brought this to the courts, right? The litigation.
So I brought it to the courts because I believe in the justice system. So in order to I couldn't resolve it with her, so I took it to the courts. That's simple. That's what you do. You don't take it on your own. You take it to the courts.
Okay.
And I'm not going to get too far into it because it's still pending.
Yeah.
But I take it to the courts, and it's still in the courts. And believe me, what I take to the courts and my team of lawyers, we will get to the bottom of it. We just have to wait for a hurdle that we're going over right now. But we will. We know what we're doing, and we'll get to the bottom of it.
Okay. All right. So I just gave the link to Puffin, right? So so she can ask a couple questions. But okay, so no, can I ask you a question too about like your channel and everything? Why are all the videos down currently? What happened there?
Well, what we decided to do is we respect the rule of law. So when Katie went in and she made some allegations about trademark infringement, we got some strikes on the channel. So we decided we'll we have another we took the channel down, and we decided that we will take all the photos because she started putting up strikes on the channel, and then so we decided we'll just take it down and wait till the litigation is over.
Wait, is that Joy? Is that Joy?
Hi, Michael Mark Bryant. How are you? One Lifestyle LA. What's going on, bud?
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Michael, I have some questions. So, if everything you're saying is true, why is it a federal judge ruled in my favor every single time?
Well, I'm not going to comment on that.
Michael, you said that the last payment I stole, you guys owe me a lot of money in federal court in your exhibits. We asked several times, me and my lawyer, we asked for you guys to show where you paid me. In fact, you and Denise gave information that's not factually correct. You said that you paid me $21,000 in June, and yet that's not in the exhibit. So Michael Mark Bryant, the problem here is that what happens is you end up having people come and you don't pay them either what they're supposed to make or at all, because I didn't get paid for and you don't have the evidence of that. The federal judge has ruled in my favor, Michael.
So what? Let me mediate here for a second though. Were there payments made, or like, do you owe money to Joy or no?
Show that evidence, Michael. Show the payments, please. I want you to show every single payment you sent.
Don't worry. We will.
No, you will. Okay, if you're going to take this, if you're going to sue me and go to federal court, what kind of company or CEO doesn't come with the payments you said you were supposed to send me? You guys said information that is not factually correct to a federal judge. What company does that? Who does that?
Well, I'm not gonna litigate this case. I'm not gonna litigate
because you've already lost. You've already lost, Michael. You've lost repeatedly, both you and your lawyer. Your lawyer got yelled at by a judge because he kept interrupting him. And by the way, guys, all of this is public record. The majority of what's being said is lies. I can prove it right now, and you can go look up the court case. Keep talking, Michael. This is fun. Keep talking. Keep talking.
That's fine. Well, go ahead.
Let's just listen. Like, so, just want to know, like, is there any money owed, or what was it taken care of?
I'm not gonna litigate the case. We're talking about
he can't produce the evidence. He owes me so much money. Okay, so Michael, here's what you don't know. CJ has an email where I signed up. First of all, you acting like you didn't know who I was on YouTube. I told you everything. You have emails of me sending you all the information about Joy Sparkle BS. So the fact that you didn't do your due diligence because you're such a good professional company, number one, you know that's incorrect because you have the information. Number two, in that email, it states I'm supposed to get a $50,000 salary, never got a check for that for months, and I still worked for you, which I have the evidence of the work, the promo videos, I have all of it. Number three, CJ has seen our contract and he's seen the employment paperwork. So you need to stop lying, Michael. Mark Bryant. Michael Anderson. Stop lying.
So, all right. Look, you're saying she was an equity partner, right? I mean, that's like when did that occur? Like how?
That's not real, CJ.
What exactly is he saying when he says that? What does he mean?
Yeah, Michael, why don't you go ahead and tell him about the 3% ownership and the certificate I was never
Okay.
sent? I was emailed a copy that's not real. Go ahead. Love to hear that.
What's his name?
CJ.
CJ, this interview.
What's your name? Because we know it's not Michael. What the
My-
fuck is your real name, asshole?
Right,
Well,
right,
well,
Michael.
let's
Michael
try
Ryan,
to
One Lifestyle LA.
let's try to keep this kosher. But all right. So what were you saying?
CJ, listen.
Yes.
Listen to you. Listen, okay. I said we're gonna have a professional interview.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep this cool. Like if we can. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You keep lying. You can't be a professional. when you
Scamming
lie
people
to us.
is not very professional, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Several
Okay.
people. Remember Ronna
Yeah,
Stout
okay.
who asked me to pay
All right,
for Ronna?
Matthew Mark Bryant.
Yeah, my name is Michael Anderson, and that's it.
Well, then how come we have so much proof that your name is not Michael Anderson?
One Lifestyle
How come we
LA.
have proof that you have tons of different companies where you've scammed people for like auto lease takeovers and shit like that?
Same
huh?
logo. NAA Worldwide and One Lifestyle LA. It's the same logo. The same logo.
Okay. Okay.
Beautiful.
Listen,
Wait,
listen, guys.
what's going on here? I don't understand. What's going on here?
So Ryan, if you violated our condition of this interview, and that's where we ended it.
Right. Peace
Oh,
out,
run
motherfucker.
away,
you
Michael.
fucking scammer.
And Gerardo, I've never, Gerardo,
Bye-bye.
I've worked here for a year and a half. I've never worked with you. I've never heard of you whatsoever. Never.
Well, look, I don't know. I listen. I was just trying to conduct this interview. You don't want to be here anymore. Are you leaving?
This is very unprofessional, sir, and I appreciate.
You need to pay,
So we're
Michael,
scamming
pay
people.
people.
This
Pay people,
this
Michael.
is this. I
Pay
told you.
people.
I told you I was gonna have Joy on, right?
Well, you never told us that.
Well, I mean,
Hey, your employee, stop scamming people.
Pay people.
Michael, is the company a scam though or no?
Have a good day, guys.
Prove it. Prove you paid
Yep.
me. Prove you paid me. You didn't, because you didn't prove it to the federal judge. You never gave those exhibits. It's all public information.
Wow,
Where did you pay me, Michael?
wow, interesting.
He
That was
pussied out real quick.
interesting.
Hi, CJ.
Hey, what's up? I wasn't expecting him to get upset. I meant to say Puffin, not Joy. When I said you're gonna have Puffin on. I don't know. He got upset clearly. Whatever.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. It's
He
all
pissed me
right.
off.
It's all right.
Fucking lying.
He wanted to give away like a TV or something, and I was just like, I don't feel.
It's not real.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now. Let me also say this. We did a lot of giveaways.
A TV.
I just want to point this out. We did a lot of giveaways. That was my idea. They're still trying to do it and they're failing. I have, by the way, if it's okay with you, CJ, I have a list of notes and I have all the paperwork. Because you guys know me. Love me or hate me, I come correct, which is part of why a federal judge has ruled in my favor every single time when they tried to sue me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I just lost my train of thought because I'm so irritated.
No,
this
I know.
man has just lied to you nonstop, and it's so easily provable.
I just didn't understand what he was trying to say because he's trying to say that the last straw was when you took the password, and I'm like, that means Joy decided she didn't want to be around. That doesn't
left.
mean that
Thank
doesn't
you.
that means you left. That doesn't mean you had the last straw. Like that was it. That was you already made the decision to. That's it. It was done. I don't understand.
And guys, the reason I left, and by the way, all of this is public record. The reason I left was because I did not get paid. I'm going to break some stuff up real quick. And by the way, all of this is public record. And CJ, I have a drive for you with all, because it's public record. You can look it up, but I think the court system makes you pay for it. So I have a drive where you can have all the documentation for free. You guys can look into this and you can look into all the lies that were just told to you. So what he's talking about is he says, oh, I paid her a lot. I paid her $20,000. I paid her $20,000. I want you guys to understand. First of all, they're such a big, wonderful company, and yet Gerardo just admitted the YouTube channel is their primary income. If I'm supposed to get a salary, and I'm also supposed to be an independent contractor and an owner of this channel, and I never got the salary because, again, they didn't produce that evidence, he said, we'll produce it in time. If you're going to take somebody, they sued me in federal court. If you're going to go to federal court, don't you think the first thing you would want is evidence when I say you didn't pay me of all of that? There's no exhibit. There's only one for $20,000. And the reason is, guys, that's almost all they paid me, period. And I want you to understand how much money I made them. June, our first month, 2 weeks into being monetized, we made $14,000. The only reason I got paid from that is because they would not set up an AdSense account. Now, I don't know why. I kind of speculate, you know, to have an AdSense account, you actually have to be a legitimate person with a real name. I don't know. I'm just thinking off the cuff, like, you know, as to issues that can come up with an AdSense account. I told them repeatedly, get an AdSense account. We couldn't get monetized without one. I put mine in there to hold it. So then the money went to my account first. I made sure that day they got their half of the money. And remember, I'm working for them for free. I'm pure profit. Nobody else helped me. I did everything. I did everything for this channel.
Yeah.
The second month, guys, we made $76,000. This is where Puffin comes in. $76,000. I was shocked. And all this is public record. Out of that $76,000, I'm supposed to get $38,000. They only paid me $20,000. That $20,000 you saw was for that month. Understand, I worked from them from February, and then that was at the end of July. And all I got for that time was $20,000 when I was supposed to get half of the revenue plus a salary that I never got.
Yeah.
On top of that, this is what he doesn't tell you. I left because I found out, and we have sworn affidavits from people that worked with him. I found out this NAAB news, he was firing me and replacing me with those people. You can't fire an owner of the channel.
Yeah.
This is why I left, because I was in jeopardy, and they knew because they were doing all these shady things with trying not to give me money, I couldn't take him to court. So, and on top of that, guys, please understand they had my AdSense account. And
Yeah.
what that means is, if they wanted to, they could continue using that AdSense account forever, and I'm on the hook for all of these taxes because they're such
Yeah.
a reputable company.
Yeah, you
So
can't you can't do that. No, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have allowed that. But like, I'm just gonna be honest, I would never allow anybody to do that. I wouldn't. But I'm kind of annoyed that he left because he thinks that I like screwed him. But I didn't. He could have easily had this conversation
He
back and
plays
forth.
victim.
He could have easily had this conversation with you just now. I don't understand.
CJ, this is what he does. This is what they do. He will do something when he gets caught, plays victim. I already know right now. I'm just assuming. To all the workers, it's this big sob story about me. And I'm really disappointed in the people that continue to work for him because they should be looking into this. If you really want to know the truth, quit listening to Michael Mark Bryant and go look at the federal court documents yourself. It's all there, all of it. And one thing that people should do is ask for evidence. You see how quick he runs? Do you see how he changed his tone? We're going to produce it.
Well, I noticed the other guy was kind of running back and forth over there, telling him to get off. I noticed that, you know.
I didn't see that because I was I was so focused. But yeah, I don't know if you want me to, and I'd love for Puffin to speak too because guys, I want you to know he didn't just do it to me. Puffin worked with them for a short time. Not only did she not get paid, they wouldn't even send her the paperwork yet. And CJ has this. In them trying
He owes me $3,000.
He owes you $3,600. And I want people to understand this. When it was time to get me money, remember, I'd been working for months for free, and people might think, why'd you do that? With the coronavirus, everything was so crazy.
A lot of people have been doing that currently. You know, a lot of people are.
Right. And a lot of businesses went under. And I'm like, the last thing I want to do is screw somebody over during this difficult time. Let's help each other, right?
Yeah.
First of all, oh my God, mine's going so many places. So with Puffin, I was
And
sitting
to
there with the guys. They were supposed
the
to pay me
whole
the
group, like I said,
$38,000,
those folks
right?
are
I was
just
so
bad
excited.
news.
I was
Sorry.
making
Bad
fun
news
of me on
bears.
YouTube. This is
None of that
crazy.
group
Sorry.
can be trusted.
Sorry, I didn't think I just interrupted, but thank you for subscribing, Michelle. Appreciate it. Sorry about that, Joy. But
Yeah, no,
go ahead. Do
you're
your
right.
thing. Do your thing.
So,
Yep.
They were late paying me.
Mm-hmm.
I have the text messages, and by the way, it's all exhibits. Everything you want to see is because with them, they made all these claims about me and only put up like 4 exhibits. Me and my lawyer, we came correct because that's what I do. You don't have to like me, but I'm going to come with receipts and evidence. So what happened is when it came time to pay me, they sent me a bill for like almost $13,000 of stuff that was made up or didn't exist. Only one thing was legitimate, and I said, because I'm part owner of the channel, I will pay for 50% of the gift card giveaways.
Who's
But he started.
Who's Eric?
Yeah.
Who's Eric Schultz? Who's that? Do you know who that is?
Eric. No, Eric's a buddy of mine. Hi,
Oh,
Eric.
okay. Oh, okay.
He's a friend of mine, and he's kept up to date with it.
Yeah, he was asking if he can come on. Did you want him to, or I mean
he's more than welcome to. It's up to you. I love Eric, so it's up to you.
I mean, if you want to send him a link, go ahead. I'm kind of trying not to do too much more with my setup here, but if you want to do one, go ahead. Or if Puffin wants to send one, but I'm kind of like shocked that he kind of wanted to do the giveaway too. Like, why did you want to do a giveaway on an interview? I don't get it.
Because, and I'll explain it. This company legitimately doesn't know what they're doing with YouTube at all. So first of all, and I wanted this, I would love the evidence of the multiple strikes that I got while working there and all these copyright strikes I got while working there. Because CJ, did you hear him? Well, she's a bad person and YouTube caught on, and then YouTube started issuing strikes because she's a bad person.
And
CJ,
that's not how it works.
YouTube
That's not how strikes work, and that's just.
Thank you. They
And-
made this up, is made up. They just create, and this is a lot of what Mark Bryant does. They create these stories out of thin air, and he likes to talk a big game. And it's funny, he says he's $80,000 in debt with litigation. Well, that's what happens when you sue somebody and you know you're giving the wrong information.
Yeah.
And you're not in the right. The federal judge has ruled with me every single time.
Joy, you'll have to send Eric the link because I don't have his info.
Eric, honey, I'll get it to you in a minute. Yeah, I got Eric. Don't worry, Eric. I'll get you in a minute.
Yeah,
'cause I also want Huffin to talk.
The
But-
whole thing was
but-
crazy, like especially just the way he was talking with me and stuff. Like he seemed to not grasp the fact that it wasn't like him that let you go. You decided to not be there anymore. How is that the last straw for him when you decided you would take in the password? Like you're like, I don't want to be a part of it anymore. That's it. That's you leaving. That doesn't make any sense.
Welcome to Michael. This is NAA logic. This is what.
Well, and I have a question. I heard him mention a co-conspirator. Was he talking about me, or was he talking about the other?
It depends, Rena. It depends on what conspiracy theory he's throwing out that day. That's what.
Okay.
So it just depends on what angle he's going with, because it's all one big conspiracy, and it's so.
I guess,
interesting.
looking into his background and finding out about all the scams that he's run on people would make me a co-conspirator. Sure.
You know what?
Well, Rena, you're next. Obviously, you're next. And one thing, sorry, CJ, I wanted to get to this point.
Go ahead.
He sent me a bill of almost $13,000 for stuff, like I said, that either didn't exist or had nothing to do with me. So, for instance, this is what I want you guys to know. In this bill, and I can throw it up on the screen. If anybody wants to see it, this is all evidence. I'm happy to show it because you guys know me. He said, I need to pay for Rana's salary. And I'm like, what's a Ron? What is this? And I couldn't figure it out. And then it hit. Wait a minute. So he hired Puffin to help build Facebook. My contract is for YouTube. I have nothing to do with now. I built the Facebook, but I don't have a contract for Facebook.
Yeah.
He's wanting me to pay for her salary. So the website is full of grammar and spelling issues. I told him repeatedly, and it looks horrible. I told him repeatedly, this makes us look like a scam. You have to fix this. And finally, I put my foot down. I said, fix this or I'm not making videos because I don't want to represent something that looks this bad. So he said, okay, I'll do it. It was months of stringing me along. Oh, I've got somebody. Oh, somebody scammed me. He's always going on and on about people from India scamming him. And if you don't believe me, look in the court documents. In the court documents, they bring up people from India as an issue to do business with. I'm not kidding. This is all public record. You can all see this. So in that process, I was looking at this. He wanted to charge me, I think it was $2,000 for the rewrite of fixing the grammar for the website when I found out he never hired anybody. He's actually having somebody in the office do it and then told them not to. So billing me for things that didn't exist.
Basically, he was billing her for things that out of the money he owed her, he came up with all these bogus charges to try to lower the amount that he owed her for all of these crazy things, including my salary, which I only worked for a month, and I just helped Joy build the YouTube channel, and I moderated the channel, or not YouTube, sorry, the Facebook group, and I moderated it for about a month before I peaced out. And in that time, she repeatedly told him to send me the paperwork, like the tax paperwork that I needed to fill out.
Text and emails, I got them.
Never got anything from him, although she repeatedly asked. He doesn't even know my real name because I never filled out any paperwork before I peaced out. And then when push came to shove and Joy was like, you need to pay me what you owe me, they tried to charge her for my salary when he hired me.
Wow. Okay, so this whole situation is really sketchy. So why did he ever really even mention to anybody else why he put that stuff on the website? Because that's really what I want to get down to. Is like why he thought it was okay to dox you like that. You know?
Oh, did you notice? Yeah, that's it. No, first of all, CJ, the last conversation I have with him, I have recorded where he starts threatening. I know who you are. I know a lot of things about you. There's a lot I can do. I'd be happy to let you hear that call, CJ, and you can verify it for yourself. He knew exactly what it was interesting. They tried to play dumb like we didn't. If you notice, especially with whoever Gerardo is, which how would he work there for a year? And apparently he's some manager that if I'm the director of marketing, I never knew, first of all, real interesting. But yeah, with Gerardo and what Gerardo was saying, damn it, I've lost my train of thought. I'm so irritated at so many lies.
No, I understand.
I'm so sorry, CJ, I just lost my train of thought.
It's all good.
Great.
It's just crazy, like putting out the bank information, the wire transfers and all that. It's a really unprofessional thing to do. You know what I mean?
This is it. I'm sorry, I got it back. did you know that? Notice the back and forth. So first it was, we learned who she was and she's horrible. And then it was, we'll understand why we did this as a company. And then it turned into, well, we're sorry. We didn't mean to. It was a mistake. Well, which of the 3 stories is it, guys? Which one is, and the 4th story, which is Michael privately, because Michael doesn't realize how many recorded conversations I have with him. He, you know, and then from that end of it, him telling me, I know who you are and blah, blah, blah. And basically, you know, in a way, making these roundabout kind of assumptive light threats about that.
Yeah.
And what you guys don't know is this is another thing. When I didn't get paid and when I was sent this $13,000 bill, and that was them trying not to pay me the rest of what they owed me, because they sent me 20, which I've always said that's the case, but then there was another 18. I had an argument with Michael on the phone. I said, I'm not paying this. He told me that the channel wouldn't be anywhere without them because of their back end work. There's no back end work, guys. I did the research. I did the videos. It's all my doing. The only thing they did was send me a computer. They said it's $2,500. This is a refurbished computer. It is not $2,500. I would love to see that receipt, and I will eat my words.
I know, but the thing is, like, he owed you, like, he wasn't paying you. So, I mean, what is he even talking about? Like, he owes you so much money. Like, what is he, like, what? I don't understand.
Exactly.
Like,
John in the channel. Well, wouldn't you dox if you were in the same situation? No, that's illegal. Thank you, Sean.
that's what that's what I said. I was like, you should go down a legal route. And I was just like, why did you go down that route? He's just like, well, he's like, that's what happened. And we felt, you know, like she was taking advantage of us. And like, but you need to go down legal means. You can't just throw people's, like, I mean, look at this shit. I have it all censored. But the point is, like, this is ridiculous. Like, I
thought it was really cute how they tried to say that, like,
this is really despicable. Like, really. Like, look at this.
Didn't create the whole channel.
Like, look, it says Katie, last name. Joy Sparkle, Katie, middle name, last name. And Katie, middle name, last name. It's just all a bunch of stuff. Wire transfers. It's just so unnecessary for a company that you're supposed to, you know, supposed to be professional. And he's like, you know, what do you say? He's part of the Better Business Bureau. Like, didn't he say he was like...
Oh, that's very, very recent. I'll tell you, when we first started looking to him, he did not have Better Business Bureau accreditation. That's only within the last couple of months that he's gotten it. And he's got a good rating because he hasn't been associated with the BBB long enough to have people complain.
I mean, putting up employees' information is just...
very recent.
Is not good. Bank information, I mean, come on.
But seriously, like, everybody, all you have to do is do a Google search for the name Michael Mark Bryant and one LA Law or one LA Life. Like, there's so many different
it's lifestyle. Look at the logos, by the way. Check out the logo.
Yeah. You'll notice that the logos for those companies match the NAA logos, and we know that his name, or he has gone by the name Michael Mark Bryant in the past, because Joy has emails with that name.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so he's going by Michael Anderson now, but he has previous names that he's gone by. Look at the complaints on Ripoff Report and all those other places of people who have claimed that he has scammed them.
Yeah, I'm still tripping. I still don't understand the whole him saying, "Oh, we'll do a TV giveaway." Well, let me see what it says. Hold on, I'll tell you guys exactly what it said.
Like, what would be the point of that on this?
I was just like, I didn't even answer him. I was just like, what am I? Like, I don't know what to say to that.
Stupid enough to be like, oh, a TV? Okay, I guess I'll believe everything you say because you're giving me a TV.
Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I don't even care if this TV was real because I just don't want the headache of somebody coming to me and being like, hey, I didn't get my fucking TV. Like, why would I want that? Why would I want that? You know?
That's what would happen, because with those gift cards, guys, when I left, there were about 12 people who won gift cards. You got to understand, they wanted to do the gift cards, and I said, we need to do them digitally. They refused, and we want to send them physical. And I said, with the UPS having all of these issues, bad idea. About 12 out of the 36, 38 some people didn't get them. That's too many. Every time I'd complain, he would say, oh, it's somebody scamming. It's somebody scamming. So when I walked away, I personally, out of my own pocket, paid about $1,100, $1,200 for those gift cards. Ask yourself, why would a company be wanting to send gift cards through the mail when we can do it digitally? And how was it that a third of those people didn't get their money?
I don't know.
In the bill, he tried to charge me double. He tried to charge me double for the gift card. Like, guys, there's all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff.
Let me show you guys this. It's just while we're on the stream talking about it, I might as well show you this because it's just so weird. It's so strange. But the whole thing is that you wanted to show my subscribers some love. All right, well, I appreciate that. You know, I bet they do too. You know, goddamn. It's just so odd. So did he get complaints that anything was on there that wasn't real? Like, was that a thing, or like what do people say about his giveaways?
So the giveaway, well, basically what he did was he would send a card. Now I do want to say some people did get their cards and they got a letter. Some did, because I got emails thanking and pictures, but there was about 12 people who didn't. And they didn't get anything for weeks. And I kept saying something, and oh, it's on the way, or oh, we've already sent it, and it would be dodged back and forth. And one of the last times we spoke, when things started to break down, went off on me about this situation, and he kept saying, he's like, "You're putting us in a bad spot. This is going to put us in a bad," just started yelling at me. And I was like, and he hung up on me. I'm like, why is he yelling at me about this? I've grown a channel to, by myself, no other help. Over 100,000 people in 3 months, 20 to 30,000 people that had their notifications turned on. Guys, I did this by myself, and he's screaming at me, "Oh, this is bad, this is bad." And I did want to point something else out that somebody, Wild K, thank you, Wild K, said, he said the channel, earning around 70K a month, was only 10% of his revenue, but he's 80K in debt. And did you hear Gerardo say that was their primary source of income?
Yeah.
Again, which story is it?
Yeah,
Which one?
check this out. It says, finally, this is the end of the email. It says, finally, NAA Worldwide would like to show your subscribers some love. As part of our many giveaways currently underway, we would like to give away a free 50-inch smart TV to one of your subscribers. Please let me know how you'd like to go about this so we can coordinate. And it's just... like, bro.
No
like,
period. No punctuation. Like,
nah, dude.
Yeah, they never would have got.
Like, nah, dude. I can't be promoting that type of fuckery. I can't be doing that. You know what I mean? I can't be promoting that type of shit. You know what I mean?
And
God damn.
If anybody did get a TV, I'm sure Michael would make one of his employees pay for it eventually.
I don't even know what to say about it.
And I also like to point, if it's okay, CJ, I'd like to point out, he said I got, okay, now you know this is a YouTuber. CJ, I got multiple suspensions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, if I got multiple suspensions, how did I upload almost every single day?
Until I you wouldn't have, there would have been large breaks, large times, so you wouldn't have been able to upload, you know?
And that wasn't the case. And they kept saying, oh, she got so many strikes. First of all, guys, the way YouTube works, you can get 3. Now, what he's talking about is we got a warning strike because something in one of my videos, this is all that we were told, said it went against the World Health Organization guidelines. Now, I'm talking about stimulus. I'm talking about COVID. And the thing is, with the World Health Organization, the CDC, every other week, they change their info on what to do. So it's not like I was out there telling people, don't do this. You know, I wasn't sitting and giving an opinion on masks, or I won't even say the word vaccine on my shit.
Yeah.
And you know how it is. YouTube, sometimes they get stuff wrong. They give you these BS strikes. And I saw that as a result, our views took a small hit. And I said, we need to fix this. It's a warning strike. It's not even a first real strike. This is all that it was. Now, what he's referring to, guys, I'm going to assume right now their channel is in the process of being terminated because, and this is all court record, the judge has said it's my copyrighted work.
Yeah.
Our contract does not state they own the copyright. This is my work. My lawyer and I said repeatedly, take down my videos. They didn't. So per my right with copyright, I started issuing strikes.
Yeah.
Now they are not smart enough to understand that if they can't prove they're the copyright owner, you don't dispute it. They disputed every one, but because we have federal court papers on our side stating I'm the copyright holder.
Yeah, they're going to lose. They're going to lose. Yeah, they're going to lose.
And so their channel, and by the way, they lied to everybody. I have a video coming out about this. They said that their channel's been compromised by me again. No, it hasn't. I gave up my ownership so I could do the new channel, which I could rescind at any time. I still get 50% of the revenue, which they've never given me. Never set it up to give us any of that. Y'all, it's so I'm just so overwhelmed.
I gotta be honest. I'm a little offended. He said I was unprofessional. I'm offended. You know, the guy who's trying to give away a fake fucking TV is calling me unprofessional. Like, what the fuck is this? This is unbelievable.
You love that? First of all, they come on here and they're justifying why they did illegal activity. What they did was not only illegal in doxing, it's also because I've looked into this in every legal and judicial sense. This is harassment. This is a form of harassment and intimidation to put my info out. Also, hi, Karen from Top Cat. Yeah, it's illegal to do what you did, Karen. There is literally a woman named Karen who works on the website.
Oh, really?
And all the memes, guys, for this woman
Karen
are
with
true.
a C.
So wait, so
Karen.
are you're talking about the NAA Worldwide? Like you guys have a bunch of issues with a lot of people there, huh? I mean, I can understand that though. I can see
It's
it.
weird. It's really, I hardly met any, the only people I really interacted with, I interacted with Michael. There was another girl there that I interacted with, and they fired her, didn't pay her what she was supposed to get. There was a girl named Evelyn. I don't know if she's there or not, because I think they took off to Los Angeles and closed up shop in Las Vegas, because that's what they like to do. They just pick up and go places a lot of times. And
Yeah.
I won't get into that. And you guys can look it all up if you want to, because you have all the information. I didn't interact with many people, but he had me interacting with this woman who does websites. First of all, she's another one that's not getting paid. She's another one that because Michael would go back and forth between whether or not he paid her versus she's helping for free. This is what happens with Michael. He gets tripped up in his stories. But this woman was so rude. She was rude to me. She was rude to Puffin. And the website she did is horrible. It was horrible. It was misspellings. It was stuff all over the place. And she didn't want to fix it. And she would go in the background and she would second guess all my marketing decisions when she has no idea what to do with marketing whatsoever. She created so many issues. And this is the woman that put this information on the website, unless she stopped working with them. Karen is the one that took the info happily and put it on the website about me. Just want to throw that out there, Karen, because I know you're watching. That's illegal. Have fun, girl.
Shit. All right. Well, I don't know. I wasn't expecting you to come on. Honestly, I thought Puffin was gonna come on, but obviously, whatever. It doesn't matter. I appreciate you guys coming on. That was fun. That was interesting.
Hey, CJ, do you mind if I go over a couple notes?
Sure. I mean, okay. I was gonna end in like 20 minutes, but go ahead. Like, I'm gonna go in like 20. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just shut me up if you need to.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So first of all, remember he just kept the story. Gerardo's story would change repeatedly about me. First of all, he doesn't know the story. He's never met me. He only knows what Michael has said. Or he's blatantly lying, because per the federal court case papers, the majority of what he's saying is incorrect. He said I got multiple strikes, multiple community strikes, multiple suspensions. They have never shown evidence. They never even showed evidence in federal court. They said I got strikes, and they didn't show that. They didn't show any evidence. There's a place where you're supposed to show evidence. They didn't do that. So he says, what was it? Oh, he said with YouTube. Well, both are in. Okay, remember about AdSense, CJ? He said, well, per the contract, both of our information is supposed to be on there. First of all, that is factually incorrect per our contract. And secondly, CJ, how many AdSenses can you have on one channel?
It's supposed to be one. That's it, right? I mean, that's.
So how are you going to have multiple AdSense accounts or multiple accounts with different people on it? Like,
I don't know how that works, but if I was you, I would have wanted my name not have nothing to do with it, honestly, you know?
And that's why I left, and that's why I took the channel. Also because my AdSense account was connected, and I was like, I don't know what to do here.
Yeah.
Also, they gave me everything I needed to do my job except for pay. I mean, that part. And remember when I said, where's the evidence? Oh, we're going to have it. How on earth would you not have, you have the $20,000 statement ready and nothing else? Nothing else from my time working there? So then he also said I violated the terms and conditions many times to where I got their account suspended. I would love to go over this because, again, all provable lies. So what would happen is Michael loves to use addresses that aren't real or he's not supposed to use. Like right now, I think he's on Avenue of the Stars. They're on Wall Street. They're in all.
Oh, there's dozens of false addresses that he's using that he has no business at.
Now, here's the thing. He would get suspended from Google Business. I have the emails. And not only do I have the emails, I have the copies. I have a company that professionally copied everything from his email account. Everything, guys. So what I'm saying, I can verifiably tell you right now that they put out addresses that aren't correct long before I even started working there and long before I had any access to some of these things. They were suspended on Google Ads and suspended on Google businesses. His assistant that no longer works there, that I'm still friends with, he told her, get us unsuspended, and wanted her to enter in new addresses that weren't real. She tried, YouTube wouldn't let her. He got mad and said, do your job and figure it out. Like, I just want to, I want to point that.
We had one customer who on Facebook came on there and he started spouting off about how They supposedly had the Chicago address, and then he signed up for for the service, and then he called the Chicago office, and he was told that person doesn't have an office here, and they need to stop using our address. So he posted all this stuff on Facebook, and at the time, Joy and I both were like, who is this crazy person? Like, he's just trying to cause problems, is what we thought. And then later on, when we started looking into all this stuff, we were like, holy fuck. None of these addresses are legit. He claims he's got 30 offices worldwide. I'm sorry. He claims he's got offices in London and everything else. None of it is true.
Right. There's also one other thing I'd like to point out, and I'm actually looking for the document as I'm talking about this. So, when it comes to addresses, I believe it was in like maybe March or April. It was kind of new to when I was working there before the channel was super up and running. We stopped everything because of COVID. I got an email and a call from a woman from a company, and she said that Michael was continuing to use their addresses illegally. This is a company that will loan addresses, like a virtual office.
Oh, yeah. That's what a lot of scam companies do. Yeah.
I have that email. I have that phone call. I corresponded with her. I have in text message me saying, hey, Michael, there's this situation going on. So I just wanted you guys to know, when they're talking about, when he brought up the information, when Gerardo was like, well, per the contract and both our info, that doesn't exist you can't have, there's not multiple people unless you had like what we ended up setting up later, which is a brand account, which we didn't have before. And even then you can have multiple owners. But when it comes to AdSense, when it comes to certain things with Google, you don't have multiple people on there. So that right there shows you they don't know what they're doing.
The way he was talking about YouTube, it made it seem like he didn't know what he was talking about when it comes down to YouTube at all.
Yes. I also found out from Michael, and I found out from other places. They have 300,000 members. No, they have maybe 300,000 emails. They have converted very few of those, from my understanding, into actual sales. And they're like, we have 95 million gig workers that they need to represent. Like, that's a statement that doesn't mean anything. It's, again, they're trying
that just means like we're trying to reach those people, essentially. Like, we're trying to, right?
I also want to say this. He said that when it came to putting my info out, first it was, well, what would you do? And then when you pointed out how illegal it was, he said, well, the decision came from the CEO because of listen to this, remember? Because of all of the violations of terms and conditions and the strikes that I got, well, now it's on their record, and I got them suspended for things. None of that is true. And here's how you know. Where is that court evidence? Where is it? Where are the exhibits? They call it exhibits in court.
Yeah.
They aren't there. He says, and then they said, well, we're sorry it happened. It was part of a file that was all together, and I fired that person. Okay, first of all, what reputable company doesn't check what they put on their website?
Yeah.
Who doesn't, like, oh, you guys are such a big bad company and I'm so horrible. I'm the one that did all these things to apparently, if I had so many violations, guys, YouTube would have removed us. Yeah. And they didn't remove me on my watch. They did it on their watch. And again, I wanted to, he said, I was their primary revenue source. How am I the primary revenue source when then Michael turns around and says, oh, I make all this money. That's about 10% of what I've
Yeah, he said that like NAA only makes like, he said like 10% of his whatever, his whole, I don't know, but then he like his whole revenue or whatever, but then he was trying to say that that he was in debt for 80, was it 80K or 70K? I don't know, something like that.
Right. So how are you in debt $80,000 if you're such a big shot? Okay, so let's do the math. Somebody in the chat do the math. Let's entertain. We're pulling in $70,000 a month. That's 10% for you. That means you're pulling in $700,000 a month, but you're in debt for 80. Does that add up, guys? Does that add up anywhere?
I don't know.
They said eventually YouTube caught me, but we had to do what we had to do to protect the company's image because we represent 300,000 people. Guys, when I left the company, I told everybody, I was very polite about it. I said, I'm leaving. There's a lot I could say I'm not going to. All I will say is I didn't get paid what I was supposed to, and many other people either didn't get paid what they were supposed to or didn't get paid at all. That is fact. That's on record. I have 7 people right now because more keep coming out of the woodwork to me, finding my videos saying I worked for them. I didn't get paid. You're speaking to 2 of them right now. Yeah. Then he says, I love this. I stole from them. CJ, I'd love to clarify what they're saying. He's like, you guys don't know. Towards the end, she ended up stealing from us. So before I gave the channel back to them so I could start my new channel, we had a payment for $28,000 coming in. So what happened was I declared bankruptcy because I didn't have any more money to keep fighting the situation, even though I kept winning in court. I spent tens of thousands of dollars on my Chris Austin, amazing lawyer. You ever have issues, go to Chris Austin. Amazing. He's out of Nevada. He's out of Vegas. So what happened was, so I want you to think about this. So they owe me not just the $50,000 that they were supposed to pay me, but never did. They owe me a lot of money along the way. So what I did was to counterbalance what they owe me. Yes, I took that money. And by the way, he said that court wasn't supposed to, that per court, it wasn't supposed to. That is a lie. If you go and look at the final court papers, the judge said I'm in bankruptcy, which is my right to do in this situation. And he is not going to put a ruling that I have to pay them anything. The judge actually says it. You guys can go see it. So the fact that they said I went against a court order is not factually correct. Another thing. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Sorry,
no, it just seems like they have a lot that they aren't interested in clarifying. It didn't seem like they were really interested in being honest when they came on here.
Well, I just wanted to add, there's this one kid who originally did their website, and he did it, and then he didn't get paid. And then Michael told Joy that the kid then went on and destroyed the website and made it a huge, giant mess, so he had to hire somebody else to fix it. Well, the kid actually went and got a lawyer. And what actually happened, according to this kid, mind you, was that after the kid started raising hell about not getting paid and went and got a lawyer about it, Michael went on and trashed the website and then told the kid's lawyer, well, look, he destroyed my website. So okay. I'm not going to pay it.
And I found out that was it. And in talking to him later, all incorrect. All incorrect. So he says, by the way, I also want to point this out because this is really funny. If I was the face of the channel, first of all, he said only 2,000 people came to my channel. I'd like you guys all to go to Katie's Insight. You can subscribe if you want. You don't have to.
Yeah, it's actually in the description. Just if anybody wants to check it out, links in the description.
11.
It's over 11,000. First of all. Secondly, I want you guys to understand. I built a notification system, meaning notifications are sent to between 20 to 30,000 people every time I upload, and an audience all by myself of over 100,000 people during a subject that is still a hot topic. He basically said anybody could do what I do. They now have revolving door of about 7 or 8 hosts off of all those notifications, okay? And off of all those subscribers and all those algorithms I built for them. They can barely crack 500 views a video.
No, I know. Yeah, I saw.
I'm the loser.
I saw.
Like, I was dying. I was like, my first few videos got 10, 20,000 views out the gate.
Can't you go to Social Blade and see like when the channel started growing?
I don't think he knows how to do YouTube at all. I don't think they know what they're doing.
Well, this is the thing, guys. If he says, well, sometimes I go check on things, he literally never knew how to even get into analytics. Oh, I twice did a walkthrough with him. I did everything on this. Yeah. And I also thought it was interesting. Did you hear him? I want to point out a couple things that Michael said. He says, well, when she made that video defacing our company, defacing means I would have to be lying and slandering. I'm not. I said what's factually correct. Me and other people either didn't get paid what we were supposed to or at all. And he says, well, first of all, she defaced us by saying she quit. She was well, first, who gives a crap? You weren't paying me. Secondly, he says, I want to apologize for putting out her identity, but I'm not apologizing for the cashier's check because she did that the day before that. She got paid the day before that. So that doesn't make any sense. You paid me on time, but you paid me the day before I left because you weren't paying me. And furthermore, you're not going to apologize for putting out, guys, he didn't just put out my private info. He on that cashier's check, he put out my bank account number,
like
my
literally
number, the bank I signed up with.
Like that's crazy. That's completely reckless.
He's not going to apologize. He says, I'm not going to apologize. Like, you just admitted to doing something illegal. So then he says, what I want to do was put up a copy of the cashier's check and my termination letter for her. My staff put it up and blah, 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 and I regret it, but I wanted to prove she got paid. So you're telling me I brought this channel in tens of thousands of dollars. And I'm supposed to get a $50,000 salary from February until the end of August. And from that, I only got $20,000 out of it, yet I'm an owner of the channel and I get 50% revenue. Does that math make sense?
No. No. Shit. The whole thing is crazy.
I'm radical, by the way. And
yeah.
Also, I know what he said about me saying that, oh, I call it the R word because YouTube gets really mad. So first of all, I know that back in the day, I said some stuff in a very sarcastic manner. I was joking, being extremely sarcastic. I've apologized several times if anybody was offended. I didn't mean to offend anybody. Let's talk about that from him. So he routinely didn't want to work with Indians. Indians are bad people. They're always scamming people. And when it came to us putting in a receiver of the money, the person we were trying to use, it's in the court papers. We don't want to work with them. Their business isn't even the United States. They're based out of India.
Okay.
So Michael, do you want to play that game? We can play that game because literally that's in the court transcript. So if you want to talk about who's actually prejudiced about people. And by the way, NAA is very much a Black-owned company. If I am such a horrible R word, why would I work for free for so many months for a Black-owned company that hires a lot of Hispanic people? Why would I do that if I'm such a big old R word?
No, I think the whole thing is crazy. I don't know. He needs to get a little bit more real with himself because he came on here and he seemed like he thought I didn't know anything and he thought he was just gonna like pull shit over me. But like, look, that's why I was very stern with him about this stuff and like telling him he can't be doxing people and shit. And I don't know why he ran either. He could have easily had this conversation with you or just been civil about it. Anyways, I get a dip, guys, but thank you so much for coming on. It was
thanks, CJ.
Yeah, you guys have a good night. I appreciate you guys for coming on. And you know, anytime you guys want to come on, definitely can.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks, CJ.
Later, guys.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, this has been an interesting night, guys. Definitely interesting. Make sure you guys like this up, subscribe if you're new and everything like that. Thank you guys for being here. And yeah, fucking giving TVs away and shit. God damn. Interesting shit. All right. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you on the next video or stream. And yeah, later. Bye, guys.